Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on YouTube? It's Filthy and we're back with another video. Apologies for the voice. I've spent yesterday at a football match screaming much louder than any human should ever scream. So we're just going to have to get on with it as best we can. Today we're going to do the Inner Monk. I'm going to show you a solo wave 155 clear. We maybe could get a few more waves out of this on the Echoing Nightmares. Honestly, there isn't much point because, as you probably know, the XP cap comes in at wave 150. But if you want for funsies to see how long you can last, that's what she said. By all means, you can certainly try this. Solo build, obviously, it's there for if, let's say, we get to the end of the season and the player base has dwindled a little bit and we need to basically do our own 150s, because that might well happen at some point. Still, though, at the moment, my advice is to try and group for these petrified screams. 1, it's much faster. 2, it's much easier. And 3, you're going to get much more utility. And 4, it's nice to share. It is nice to share, guys. In terms of the build, I'm not going to go over the Inner Monk in any great detail because I've covered it to death. I do read the comments. I know I've made a lot of Inner Monk videos. Basically, I want to make a bridgehead into all the classes this season, and obviously with Inner Monk being the most powerful build in the game, it seemed to me a logical starting point, which is why we've kind of been running through the videos, because I like to keep almost like a video log of the season, just so I can look back and see where the season went. In terms of this particular Inner Monk, I don't think it's optimized. I think there are a few areas that we could improve on it for certain. Obviously, 1700 Paragon is high, particularly for me at this stage of the season. Sheet damage of 3.6 million is fairly high. Main stat 15k. We're not fully orged. I'm missing shoulders. I'm missing this ring, but I mean, Jesus Christ, attack speed, double crit. It's going to be very hard to improve on this piece. The only way would be ancient pretty much. But yeah, the rest of it I think is absolutely fully orged with our 125 augments. Oh, I haven't done the weapons. What an idiot. I haven't done the weapons. There you go. I've got a little bit of room in those too. I forgot to do those this morning. I meant to. I've cleared 130 with these weapons. I've forgotten to org them. What a potato. And here I've got a 112, which was one of the very early Echoing Nightmares that we did. Now we're going to take the Shenlongs. This is for the massive damage bonus when the spirit gets full like this. If we can keep our spirit high at this point, so by popping Mystic Ally or by punching, then we have this massive damage modifier for longer. Other than that, it is the usual suspects of the Crudest Boots for damage, Bindings for damage, Lefebvre's for toughness. Actually gone Spirit Guards for toughness, 60% damage reduction, will just help us last a little bit longer. Traveler's Pledge, Compass Rose, I don't think is necessary. Obviously when we stand still we deal double damage. As we move about, which we do a lot in the Echoing Nightmares, it's another layer of damage reduction, which again does help us survive a little bit. And then the COE for the big spike damage for the cold cycle basically, which is next. So there we go, cold, big damage. I think it probably would be more consistent to take Focus and Restraint. I think that would give you more consistent damage output. You would lose some of the damage reduction, but I think ideally for a Inner Monk solo 150 plus wave, I reckon it's probably going to be a Hellfire Amulet here. If you're not doing the Traveler's Pledge, Compass Rose until you get a Hellfire, any amulet with cold double crit will be absolutely super duper. You want to roll attack speed on both of your weapons if you are unfortunate not to get the 7% roll on both of them. And then crits everywhere, Mystic Ally damage on chest and shoulders, crits on your helm. I still don't have an Ancient Helm. Where the hell is my Ancient Inner's Radiance? I mean, my god, I've played a lot of Inner Monk. I still do not have one. I still don't have nice Ancient Lefebvre's Soliloquy, so yeah. I've got goals, I've got some gear goals to go. The skills, there's absolutely nothing different to the Inner Monk that we normally run. It is all the standard skills. Again, I'm not going to cover them because we've just done them so many times. Interestingly, because we do have the fist weapons, we do work in Guardian's Path, giving us dodge chance, which is pretty important in Echoing Nightmares. I mean, dodge obviously just runs on like a complete random mechanic. Sometimes you dodge, sometimes you don't. We're also working in the Gogok of Swiftness, again with the view to getting that dodge chance up. Also helps attack speed and cooldown, which is very nice. We've obviously got Enforcer for damage and Trapped for damage as well. In-gym, I think, is 100% essential for Echoing Nightmares. I would not want to play without it. More damage would be something like the Furnace for Elites, or the Flying Dragon, I think, would be even better again. Where is it? For Flying Dragon. Alphabet's hard, guys. That would be more damage as well, as would potentially an Echoing Fury. But honestly, the ability to teleport around lots, because again, it also gives us dodge chance, which is huge. And to teleport out of explosions is massive. It gives us a lot of uptime on Serenity Ascension, so we can like spam this. Yeah, and that essentially is the build. In terms of the map and the gameplay, the biggest tips I can give you, if this is the map, you are looking to follow the explosions, as you know, Rax covered in his video on the first day of the season. You're looking to blow up those little towers that produce the lunatics that explode. You can follow the explosions. That's a perfectly fine way of doing it. What you'll often find is, if this is your map here, you'll find that you'll just get a random enemy appear at the side of the map. If that happens, go check it out. Chances are it's one of those tower things forming that will spawn the lunatics, and if you can get it before it starts, you know, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Other than that, the open maps obviously are much easier, particularly for the inner monk. Anything with lots of things you can bump yourself into does become a little bit more problematic. In terms of tactics, I work my way up to about 105. I then pop the speed pylon, which obviously is a very nice modifier for the inner monk. I will then try and hang on as long as I can before popping the cooldown and power pylon. I can't remember exactly when I did that in the clear, but I do know I clicked conduit at 125. That was probably a little bit late because the conduit was still pinging off after wave 150. So if you just want to get to wave 150, you can take it like 122, 123. 125 obviously is nice and safe. And then finally, I ignored the Goblin Shrine just because I thought, well, I'm trying to get 150 clear here. Later on in the season, again, if you're not that bothered about doing, you know, 150 every single time, popping these keys, I would take the Goblin Shrine, I think, just simply because the materials are very handy. And, you know, materials are generally something that, if you're doing a lot of upgrading, if you're playing a lot of classes, it's worth it. If, let's say, you're just playing Monk and Demon Hunter and those two only, you don't need to worry about the Goblin Shrine. You won't need the materials to build out lots of other stuff, but that is, of course, a matter for you. Right, so that is the video. I'm going to go drink some lemon. This is a cup of tea. I'm going to go drink some lemon water, try and see if I can improve my throat for tomorrow. I will leave you with the full clear. I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to try and bust out as many 150s as we possibly can. I've been the Filthy Casual. Take it easy, guys. Peace.
The thing about being good and righteous or whatnot is that it sounds completely dull.
Yes. What you ask is impossible. Not enough spirit. Ha! I will not do that. That ability is not yet recharged. Your flaws are revealed! I don't have enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready. Your flaws are revealed! What you ask is impossible. I must wait to use that ability. wrath of Itar. I need spirit. I will not do that. The storm breaks! That ability is not yet recharged. I grow weak. I must wait longer. Ha! A vicious strike! It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. You are defeated! It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. Your flaws are revealed! That ability is not yet recharged. I don't have enough spirit. It is not ready yet. The storm breaks! What you ask, I must heal. I must wait to use that ability. It cannot be done.